345 392 0506 460 208. Pause, please.
All right, okay, thank you. Zach, next thing.
Oh,
correct. Maybe you're fine.
Ninth for the champions.
Yes, playing bonus. Liverpool.
Yeah.
Still doing wonders.
Yes.
Proving that you don't need 2 years to build anything. About the now, you use your common sense.
Oh, there be said team
to upgrade it and the move.
Team you also, Babanona, it is built already.
To Oja say, Oba, what is already built.
Oh, sir.
And the owning now, you can't do anything.
No, sir, yeah.
Okay.
You struggle.
Now, Dr. Amin Bonsu. When they were building Amen Scientific Hospital.
Yes.
I'm not by the best alternative medical hospital. Africa.
Yes.
Patro, and Opeltim and Kana Yaribi how? Yaribi Tetil, Yaribi Dunya. Unya, Nepumesibra. Bomodia, Mr. Bomodia say, what do I say? Mekako dying? Amen Scientific Hospital. Sheikh Amin Bonsu. Dr. Amin Bonsu. Ono ena eba a one sensem. Obi a stroke edina to form pano. Was sorry. Afi yade ahodo nketengete a ekobane ade nyina no. Obetimi ahwe. The best diagnostic machines. You won fidi ade hwe yade no hu de ha oni apel pomasibre. And you have 24 different certified medications. In Nunkwa, Yadi Remodia Banano. Science are any herba medicine I can't boom. Shake Eddie Marco Tenepa. Kumasi, Achumata Chima and Quada so far sequence so. And you have 18 branches. If you were Enchi, Bolga, Wa, Bebiani, Accra, Takradi, Tamala, Tibubun, Koko, Sunyani, who Sefi, the Biso, Hawaii. To your baby, and say Kumasi Adia. For any church, Matechman, Quada, so do so for line as open. Amen. Scientific Hospital, Sheikh Ami Bonsu, and now Dr. Adams, more better. And number is 0277 France 001234 0277 001234 and now 0241367349. After ye kwano no, ye di ashishe so. Zach, after ye nkwe.
Yes.
And now we can't simply say. So build the team not to now building a year. Se fapem ne ya, and so free 1 or 2 days and yes, sir. Jogging crop are my examples. If you build a solid team, coach for Bawomre, but sporting the idea, says a TC mono. Shani, just one murder be Papa Biana.
No, say, Bisha, Nipana go find some business in Ibiano on your papa.
Set Fapem near stronger. And Fanny Pano.
No, I found, say, in your boy a slaughter basso. Say, Ocean Liverpool team now, as much as it is built, only one change and that is Gravenberch. But Ocean style of play now, you see difference between how they build up, how they press from the club team. Even how Liverpool defend, you see some difference from how slot team defend from how we defend. I think the social sporting project, he's a coach, because if you look at them, he's trying to do. Or not, so even though he has maintained the same structure now, but also more board up and then how they defend now, different from the Amorim system, no. And I've realized a coach, because show junior side, no, youth 19. No, so youth 19 now, you feeling no more. The second, they are only second to Inter Milan. No. Or your typical 4-3-3 coach. So I don't know born on Colano, but because we know. What about to a structure that has been successful? When mistake could change a problem. And Timothy said he's struggling because he's not familiar and comfortable with the system that Amorim was playing. Because no notion in Kolana how he was coaching them. No, Amorim built a very good squad, but I think he's struggling because of the Ecoso.
Says I'm so why too.
And he has passed all.
No.
Yeah, he has passed up with the performance that he gave us now.
Okay.
We are not interested in the results now.
Okay.
We are looking at the performance.
Okay.
How? No,
they all can say. When you make an emphatic statement that we are not looking at the results. Meanwhile, be the top of the results and performance. And then I know draw attention.
If performance improves today, results will come tomorrow. And I'm able to do. If performance improves today,
If I do it today, what will I do tomorrow?
results will improve tomorrow.
I'm interested by never.
It means also it is be fine, and I think that
Okay.
clearly with the yeah, you to say yeah, players to improve the squad. Yeah, you to
Okay.
you to say.
Young go no more ball. Young more ball. When they say you
I am sure no more ball.
Yeah, those
One
two.
of the night for the champions.
Yeah.
Yesterday in Yanka champions.
Yeah, it's
Yanka home. And you know, I say,
Yeah,
but to Andra, the two best UEFA teams met yesterday at Bergamo. They are the best teams in terms of UEFA teams are all in the two best teams now, and they share will get Bergamo and Ra. That is Real Madrid and Atalanta. Meaning, so I don't want to say
No, but the statement is not right.
that UEFA's best two teams.
It is not a correct statement.
How? Why?
The champions of the two
Competitions. They are not the best two teams. If you are best at the UEFA, it doesn't make you better than the one who was second in the Champions League. Tinam can say a controversial statement, but let's go with it.
No, I mean they are.
Minimum so what I say.
Because they hold the two.
I had to say class 6, class 4, best students this year. Now see the two best students of the school this year. Will be a competition different. I mean, yes, I will suggest it will be OD second or Champions League. No, UEFA, you are better than the person. Unless all your mom is cup, trophy.
No, but if
If you play in the finals of my whole teams on my UEFA, first when I say be free more, Barcelona money do baby so already and yet. Into people finals of the Champions League, are you saying that the one who won in the conference in Super be all them they're the three best teams in Europe?
no, sir, in terms of
Answer a controversial statement, but let's go with this.
For 4 days in terms of year and the review, no, they will tell you that there are two best teams, Atalanta,
Based on competition.
based on competition on boy, no, Atalanta and Real Madrid. I saw something with the Real Madrid team, and it was more of their superstars coming into the game. That was the difference between Omone and Atalanta. Superstars, you know why? Goalkeeper Thibaut Courtois making exceptional saves. Jude Bellingham, Vinicius Junior, and Mbappe. For difference now, match like no difference now only 4 players way. Because so in terms of team playing with structure, coaching, just a team you coach playing to certain pattern. Now bobo now we need Jihon to Atalanta. But as usual, I say I don't see Real Madrid losing that game because these are teams I do start stage way now. Real Madrid no you say about near see 24 teams. I'm on my next stage. You say Real Madrid and Kobe ain't possible. They will qualify. And at this stage way now, Real Madrid will show how big they are. And general, I was so much sure say at Bergamo they will not lose. But now I was expecting Atlanta to push them like they pushed them yesterday. And you could clearly say the Real Madrid team, wasn't having anything. All they were doing was that Thibaut Courtois saving them. Now Jude Bellingham coming into the party, Vinicius, Mbappe. But structure, no, I think say in terms of how coachy guys on the day that these guys were you see them struggling. Adimola Kumam too. I think he's an African and we have to be proud of him. I think the boy now Obono. I wouldn't be surprised if any big team goes for Adimola Lukman next year. I was an uncle PSG. He was PSG for penal. He was forcing himself to go. Even though Atlanta were not happy with deal, no any, but Luba was forcing himself to go into France now. But last minute then he returned back to Atlanta team. No, very good game from Atlanta. Just that some guy Real Madrid actually say only penny back so it will be a stars now more any everything that they have no. Now they are bro muscle and good win for Real Madrid. And they are back once again. The competition. Other games in them to games are now virtually you expecting the only year Inter Milan now consider going the Champions League yet. Now Xavi Alonso's barrel for Leverkusen last minute. Now Mukwele the only goal Ama Leverkusen 1-0. Now consider their first goal in the Champions League this season. And I think say now needs to work a I think say Yambo Leverkusen about so for that win now. This morning, let me tell Monaco coach, and he's saying they are not coming to hide at the Emirates. They are coming to show what they have as a football club. What should the Monaco story this season in the Champions League now? Someone else now 10 points. Now 10 points. Now identical records. They've won, they've lost one, they've drawn one, and winning the 3 games now. Until now 10 points so far in the Champions League. Arsenal so far at home have shown say I want any dia or fear dia na anode. Games na Monaco winning away ni yana opponent that you expect them to win. Dinamo Zagreb, yes. Bologna are not the Bologna that we expect. These games were they won away this season. But Arsenal are a different team. And Utia he admit that we are facing one of the best teams in Europe. Well, admit it. They are the favorite, but we are here to show our style of football. We are not here to hide and only be a nice opponent. And he admits that they are playing against a side that are better than them. But he says that they are coming to the Emirates to also show their style of football and get something. Boys now, one thing that Arsenal games, one thing that may have win and as a go for corners over at least either over something corners and a show banker. And the boys say, oh, aqua here with Jumana, the man how and we best share and the way goes we bend the man how one thing that is sure and say corners will be more in the game. And Arsenal will win the corner aspect tournament or the corner na safe because after I've shown say recently they are pattern of goals scored in England to from set pieces. And if you're able to defend better from almost set pieces now, they will strike a because recently I think say Arsenal scoring from open play to a problem. Because if teams are able to stop you from scoring from that set pieces now, what next for Arsenal? And teams that is my concern. Say you stop that channel of scoring from corner now. What next for Arsenal? Because I say the last 4 games, goals now are not coming from open play, which is not a very good sign for Arsenal. But at home them too, I think Arsenal will win. Arsenal will win against AS Monaco. But it's going to be an interesting and a very interesting game because Monaco teams now on Arsenal match. Arsenal will win, and it's something that Arsenal will win that game. And Dortmund against Barcelona. Dortmund, the story of Dortmund, so too, very interesting. They are not performing very well in the league. I'm sorry, there's a 6 or so in the Bundesliga, but in the Champions League, so too, Dortmund are so far 7th with 12 points. I just said Dortmund have shown say even though they are not performing very well, but Louis Sirens, Dortmund in the Champions League are a different team altogether. And so far, watch your journey now. Yes, beating Zagreb 3-0 away. Omo Eshe Stormgrass 1-0, and Real Madrid after taking 2-0 lead. Real Madrid came back and won by 5 goals. That's the only game Dortmund have lost so far in our Champions League. But they are starting a very interesting one now. Playing at home against Barcelona team. Almost season, after a very good start and perfect start from Hansi Flick, and share that smooth start for Barcelona. There are problems. If you're able to break through their highland, they struggle because need a lot of pace, especially with Martinez. In the age, or need a lot of pace to cover. Kubasi or Young or pace. But the other centre back now, Martinez, or need the pace to cover with that space now, but agile with their highland. And if you have to play through their highland, and one player that I think over here, Gurasi, that offends a Guinea international, or Lidi Dortmund for attack. A game that goes will come. Barca will score, Dortmund will score. So we go younger for both teams to score. It was a game, but I think say, if there's going to be any win, I'll go for Dortmund more than Barcelona.
So, Jibo, young guy.
And I was one day na me expect Atlanta ebe test almost strength against the most successful side in Champions League history, and I say the biggest football club in the world, which is Real Madrid. Na se wo hwe Atlanta journey baby omo free any baby omo dra dudu, there is one person untimi take the credit away. And that person is Gianpiero Gasperini, our coach at Atlanta. This is the 8th season of Atlanta. We take you over a club, so virtually it was not even a mid-table club in the Italian Serie A. This was a club every single season almost struggles some BB at least to stay in the Italian Serie A. Took over Atlanta. 8 years now where they were Atlanta. Almost 6 Odoma qualified to play in European football. In his 8th season, in the 7th season, no achieved the UEFA Cup. In the 8th season, and they say, oh, share Atlanta team no. I think they are among currently the best 5 sides in European football. Best 5. And the style I will develop on them, it makes it difficult. So no more bar. So we find a way against Atlanta. It's not like a team was spending baby. It's not like a team what two superstars. Rather, omoto players with potential. Now coach your friend said Gasparini and develop these players to a level. So we team we a top club. Now say sin to be with team. And to one example, we team say Ademola Lookman. Oh, pretty from the right side of the attack. Sorry, the left side of the attack. You have top clubs and no more Europe. Now you have players who move the same position. Yada Soriano Pemini better say Real Madrid, Vinicius Junior niwo. Ebia AC Milan ya say Rafael Leao niwo. Arsenal Martinelli. Manchester City. Say Sabiwe ene Foden ena Bernardo Silva. Oko Bayern Munich either Leroy Sani and Serge Gnabry. Paris Saint-Germain makes Kylian Mbappe. They nearly signed Ademola Lookman. It's nay or your replacement for all these players are able to top clubs now. Based on the what showcasing the last 3 seasons. And the highlight of the way the last 3 seasons and a hat trick or sharing in the final game of Omoboye against Bayer Leverkusen in the Europa Cup. Coach never friend is a Gasparini there. Me, my fan of Italian football. I've seen top Italian coaches. From Arrigo Sacchi, Fabio Capello, Giovanni Trapattoni, Marcello Lippi, Eba, Carlo Ancelotti, recently Juan Antonio Conte, Massimiliano Allegri, top Italian coaches. Because Coverciano produce world-class coaches. Saubo coaches here, when you talk about Arrigo Sacchi, you talk about how an Milan team is dominant. Winning the Champions League twice. Capello bet twice. Ojini 88, 89, Simbeji 88, 89. Then Capello bet so Milan team. He played in the final 93. Ebo 94. Ebo 95. Marcello Lippi coach Juventus. Oji the 96 trophy. Ebo 97 final. Ebo 98 final. Ebo 2003. Or we need 96 against Ajax, Lusu 97 against Dortmund, 98 against Real Madrid, then 2003, Lusu to AC Milan. Ofa Carlo Ancelotti, we win the Champions League, Okoje La Desma Real Madrid. Last year he won the Champions League for Real Madrid. Won 2 Champions League trophies for AC Milan, 2003, 2007. Won the Premier League in England, won the French League, and won the German Bundesliga. Ofa Antonio Conte, he has won the Italian Serie A 4 times. Wajid Premier League 1. Max Allegri, Aji the Italian Serie A like 8 times. It's when you talk about these coaches, there is something I'm supposed to bet me the about almost we need trophies. But check the clubs no more coach, you know. None of them na bet me the Atlanta to 2 more. Until for Atlanta to 2 Milano, until for 2 Inter, until for 2 Juve. Where a clubber, he's not even part of the 7 sisters of Italian football. But who share Juma Gasparini aye? So to what their players? Ayawamo. Ederson and they say on Twitter Manchester supporters now started say Manchester Fonkofano. Omo fan from Salernitana 2 seasons ago. Na Salernitana core relegation and omo fano. Why any Martin the run? Charles Di Ketelaere, even though he was near targeting us, the next golden boy of Belgian football, came to AC Milan, wasn't given an opportunity to express the talent. But they had the wire no. watch Ademola Lookman. Ademola Lookman a travel man. But look at how he has settled Atlanta. And this year, Obaba African Footballer of the Year. Rotegi, I will lead you on attack. He came in because he started season on Mrs. Kamanka. It's Oshe Jumana Gasparini Ayana. Forget about Real Madrid show 3-2. Count the number of chances of Muketi. How they were able to reduce Real Madrid team, no, especially when they were pressing them. Said there's that kind of the difference between the two. The world class players at Real Madrid. Even when team they perform bad, no munya omude. Real Madrid a free a hard situation. Kylian Mbappe, Vinicius, Bellingham, and Thibaut Courtois making a number of saves. It's and they Atlanta Babe Drew stage. Club will be away Europe, maybe any Atlanta bar. You cannot underrate them. And the Gasparini Ayano, watch I say, the team knew a potential of beating every top club in Europe. That was what Enra, Mizutu, you hear a woman gamer, or more any Real Madrid, a boy, you know. Nti kakra wo sa game no mu eno no
yanko anim
yemra ene game ne kakra quite tricky games in the Champions League. Juve be against Manchester City. Na mate say sa game they say Arsenal scout be wo stadium o
okay one
say what Arsenal recently game bi Arsenal be bo bia no mo bo game ni wie na analyze game na afi wotie mu bi as reason why Arsenal should have gone for a proper center forward. To be in the 18-year boss one stable opponent in the defense. Arsenal scout ne call because of Vlahovic. I was starting any coach a friend say Thiago Motta any problems with Juventus. Vlahovic if you say system na Thiago Motta airborne, it doesn't suit his style of play. System be na Thiago Motta airborne. Thiago Motta if you say the lead man and I do be jana anymore no. You should be a link up between the midfield and no ya attack and go back front three no no. The wide players are from us wingers no. It will share the time at Bologna, Ndoye, Salamakis. Most of balls no mubenyano. Umu say Joshua Zezi and a bed drop it deep to pick those balls. No one link here play. Then Joshua Zezi will be the last man to connect the last ball a opponent in half. It will show Joshua Zezi goes to do our share no Bologna last season. Mizoto. Ubo see a ball now from nowhere. Ubo one no ball outside the 18-year box. And I say, Ebia, just inside the 18-year box, but closer to the line of the 18-year box. No ball not to net. Vlahovic and yes, our type of strikers now. Vlahovic is a typical prima punta. Vlahovic a devil in the 18-year boss. It's on it Thiago Motta born now Auburn and shut down Koyim Famano. Until he wants to move on. Juventus need problem because already no man will say Joshua Zexi equal Manchester United no and your man for Homano. They will be very happy to sell a branch of Vlahovic to any clubber. Why are you ready to take Vlahovic? And no discuss a crack of Manchester United for Joshua Zexi because project now Juventus a year with Thiago Motta no. Among your margins almost a can na na. It's in the game no. Three clubs neighbor. Arsenal, City, and Juventus. Who wins the game? Juve season is difficult to predict. Omo lose. Draw the doors. Manchester City are struggling, even though their last Premier League game on boy. Last two Premier League games, out of 6 points, Mizutoma picking 4 points. Omaba against Nottingham, winning and Omebo 2-2 against Crystal Palace. You can say over 2 games, no more previous games are normal, but before these 2 games there, and can City team A from a crisis mukakra. But on team University, Ekobo against Crystal Palace, yes, Omo Boogies are wrestling the Premier League for club defense of Manchester City. But when you look at the overall performance of Manchester City, there are still problems. And this game is similar to City. And the Tottenham was per game number recently. No? And he said, while City are very good when they are attacking, even though they are not scoring a lot of late, over the last 6 matches. No. City, there is certain weakness at show defense. This is two things I'm here no game. One, Yildiz. Two, Consasayo. How skillful they are, and how are omutimi this space Juma. If they are able to find their day, it becomes a problem for club offense Manchester City. Juve so they started the season well without conceding a lot of goals. But their last game against Bologna had 2 goals against them. After sa engineer Bremen Juve ni be when it comes to how they defend. It's some more draw krana. The most exciting draw recently in European football. 4-4 Inter Milan boy. Was San Siro. You might say it's a good scoreline for Juventus, but it's also bad when the teamer Mizuto he wants to challenge for trophies. Cover one game, no concede 4 goals. And a game, no, a very close game between the two teams. But one thing is certain, both teams will score. And then there, Juve will score, City will score. Juve quite a fine method, and how he Thiago Motta arranging the method, a double pivot of Locatelli, and a Kepran Thuram. Then just in front of them, a Kobe Menes, one of the most underrated midfielders in the game. Obetimi share from every angle. Who the battle between Rico Luis and then Abranti friend is a Consasayo. Kyle Walker out of late Mizuto. The speed now when you who beam against Abranti friend say Kenan Yildiz, the Turkish international. These are areas as a Woshabona, as a Woshe. Makase a gamer, Juve will score, City will score.
Right.
But who wins the game no? And I'm to be difficult. Arsenal Monaco game no. May you quite worried about Arsenal team. I think an opponent had the party because right back. Now Jorginho about ball just in front of Mobak for no.
Because Timber seem not to be around.
A hard kakra. So watch Monaco team carefully. Mister two. Baby omo strong. The last stage of their game, their transition. Jorginho is slow. Minamino is quick. At a certain point, Arsenal will need an extra man to cover Jorginho. I wanna Declan Rice Bemuno. Adani cheche the roles of defensive midfielders and how they play the OBI. Now you can't say. Abranti friend said Declan Rice, a space eater. You don't expect Declan Rice. Same as Oto, Obeko into tackles, win balls like N'Golo Kante. But oyesa players na mutimi sense danger omu se tokro we da wa obomo de atimi ko gina o esi tokro na because onim se bo fa wa e be problem de amani team no etine Arsenal will need Declan Rice say obo ni A game because Jorginho at that DM role no and ono de classified as a deep line playmaker no e be ba be problem de ama Arsenal kakra.
Okay.
But one thing is say Arsenal bo Emirates advantage mom Monaco is one club. You don't underrate them. Eddie Huta Adbody a very strong team. Don't ever underrate Monaco. It is also remember Arsenal 2, Monaco 1. I was our game. Atletico Madrid needs Slovan Bratislava games soon. Atletico Madrid will win, possibly by 2-0. Lille and Stormgrass. A slim victory for Lille. Mr. Tobia 1-0 B. I was our game. Red Star Belgrade, any AC Milan, a traditional European night fixture. We a traditional European night fixture. Among for baby now name Red Star Belgrade and their history in European football. But here in Red Star Belgrade crimes too. This is a club that gave us Savicevic. Gave us Boban. Ya show mo Champions League enyumre. Ama say enyumre no. Na ye ko hu Savicevic na ye ko hu Boban no. So we saw clubs na you say players we it bedroom pempen so be they will compete with the best. Eti playing against AC Milan and then you may was San Siro. Rest are funny very quick when they are attacking. Don't remember how many Barcelona scoreline in that because Barcelona were clinical. Rest are normally wasteful.
Okay.
It's quite a very difficult game. Milan a slim victory. A 2-1 and now 1-0 for club FNC AC Milan. Benfica a Bologna game no. But who a Bologna game a big improvement. Their last 5 games in the Italian Serie A with this Italiano. But I want to mean from my Champions League name. My name gamer. I bet you our Champions League when ABA Bologna best send the message. See any opportunity be ma. next season you be Champions League experience and you be aba compete with the best. I don't know that game, but it can be an enemy against Club Offensive Benfica. It will too and nobody could go both teams. Borussia Dortmund and Barcelona. Dortmund doesn't defend well. I know I have margin kakra this season. And no resign. Now own defend the war no. On fast our team now own defend the war no. Enkonko Jan Lami Yamamo any Rafinha him. Yes, Barcelona are struggling. But money problem be our attack. It might be a night for Lami Yama and Rafinha. So 3-1 FC Barcelona. Stuttgart the young boys. Double chance for Stuttgart. And a Feyenoord and a Spartak Prague. And also Yema Feyenoord double chance I was arguing.
So when
no too. I think that
comes out like it at the same time. It's time Jiboka said traditional European night. Fishana like it to a sabi. At the end is a
we say 30-40 years as I'm na Jibo
senior Ojin say traditional. Those who remember meet you.
no too. I know it was a good night for Madrid fans. The dream partnership I'm building over the summer. And run now almost signals near Madrid winning with Vinicius on the score sheet. Now when you're Jude Bellingham, now when you're Kylian Mbappe. Sa training players I'm to Madrid for now bombay so many Janebeso. And that was the front three and Madrid. We are seeing I am sure almost say Sasani Pamiansa we come to Bumwa on by our Jumapa. And what a night I'm so to me PMO Begamo. March when you mean Generation Casse, they have arrived and almost started by tormented defenders, almost by tormented teams, but second are not a positive. I mean, and now so to a discussion about the front three of Madrid and why Omentimi and Dinkunimwa would omit me a brepa our Champions League and I make us Madrid in Europe, about 8 matches, baby, pan went me and qualify anchor 24. So when you automatic qualification bar, you will today some Madrid beat me about home more than say first 24 on your count about a year the playoffs. And not match winning a match by coming to so many team room for victory, no. And then Rasam Rantium and sending in a 8 missing from Edema Madrid. How they scored was just fantastic for the club of Madrid. Let's see how our consistency better also. There's something about Madrid and the Champions League. For the past 5 Champions League competitions, Madrid struggle with group stage. Now the brilliance of Madrid, or dominance with the group stages. But normally you move to the knockout stage now. A different Madrid team altogether. After now to more mentality, no, winning matches at the crucial moment to normal started daddy. I say about Madrid about so beating Atlanta away. How Anna struggles no. It's a perfect one for Madrid. Coach Carlo Ancelotti bejen fans kakra ho. Na Mr. To a team to a year Jumedi. Now, the issue of Arsenal and corner. Moto team will be a season.
Mammy yet complain being once.
Okay.
Nancy me or Arsenal Boboa. Nazakito. I send a message. Corner FC. Corner FC. Person the 2 million rum catchers. Arsenal and your Corner FC. Derby. Macho. Many years are Corner FC. They say, yeah, then go for good to who pass uncle. Now, for own vacuum have a front. Corner FC. Goodness, dude.
Pep Guardiola will play more Barcelona. Who say our players on
I'm already so consider corner so. But why on the see a best any be also a corner.
Not Yamo.
So I'm so a corner FC.
To Pep our Barca, who say our technically gifted players. Our players are born here and found 2 years now, and dad and home yard. And found him Rantia who do a bit too good almost no. Only quiet born, obey Jemo Amobino, not in free team on. Oh, said the Barcelona team 90 players when Xavi, Iniesta, Sergio Busquets, Pedro, Messi, Daniel, David Villa, Count, Daniel Alves, Mo, Piqué, Puyol, Eric Abida, Sana squad, no. Who say, see a cassia dia Huadin Boboa, and yet omu key asset. Among Fube Buliomo, see and found Huadin in Bo. Messi, no, to that time, no, yes, our lower ground air strength. But upper side, won't me. It was a Barcelona team, I'm so too. Now, I'm decided to see for born into form because that is where I bar you bet me punish your opponent. It's now then class of Barcelona being a corner. No matter two about inside. Even having Piqué and having Puyol, having Eric Abida, I want to say players are only good in the arms to young him pinballs and endorse. And that is why Messi against Manchester United, the Champions League, your ball across our him saying. Na iconic because na strength. So Pep Guardiola played to the strength of his Barcelona team. Almost strength in a day. Excellent ability to read the game, good on the ground, quick passes, solid control, press resistance. Now Messi the take ons ne dribbles no at the account. So that was how our ball on the ball. He played to suit the strength of his team. One say Obia se born ye buffer you 4-4-2 young cross it into Sana me but one bonus. He had his way of playing and bringing the best out of the Barcelona team. Those same way no copy more Inter Milan so too. Almost said the average age of his Inter Milan team no to ne was so lose you or Javier Zanetti or a year Zambruta so Cambiaso. Jinem Thiago Motta, Seedorf, Builder midfield 3, Thiago Motta, Cambiaso, Seedorf. Snyder, building your midfield 3. Javier Zanetti to Tony Fiocon and Kakra, Matarazzi Timi Bobby Kakra, Water Samuel Timi Bobby. Now, when ya Lucio Muams to 2, and ya dear me team, no, yeah, Babacon toe to toe. So we stay back, we use our experience, we catch you on the break. We use the movement of Samuel Eto'o. How tactically flexible I to yam to me run a cover. You use Gabriel Milito to do the finishing for me. That is how Jose building the team. Or play to the strength of his team. Send at the end of the day to achieve opponent or be punish him. Not one players need na hono. Or me penny for into a mujinechire who are no about too quick. Na Eto'o more run no more kwakosho. Or ball to his strength. Football at this time. So Obo season we are there for post-season analysis. And coach be an analysis or look what dear or the back team wire ding. Not chi opponent our show. Arsenal ball with 4 straight centre backs most of their matches. And so 4 straight centre backs no. When you actually someone you good in the air. That is first thing. Our can have at times to 2 also you good in the air. Into then let me get exceptional air crosses for the ball. Omo bit me cross it. Let me design a pattern. Into any players or me good in the air. May the pattern be by the count. So when they move in that pattern, how best are these two omutimi pinball for you no? Not yet their compliment to omnom de shenko for. And one a coach of an atete. So he's playing to his strength. See about for you not Ben White you here. You him dear Ben White be. Say Saliba in him dear Saliba be. Gabriel in dear Gabriel be. So two Timber in him dear Timber bit me there about the count. And then one a coach in you so. Declan Rice is what say. Look at the number of assists that Declan Rice from going to shoot a corner. When you a lot of assists. The same thing about Bukayo Saka. And to me, the entire amount for expecting us now say, why identifying the strength, just to please the eyes of the opponent, no, I toss our strength now to actually to do something different. I am man a resource. So let's take and stay with it. They will pressure you on the pressure for you to concede the corners. You will be playing with Stoke City and Tony Pulis. Now, for who pokra when it comes to a true Roy Dillard. And we'll to say accidentally. And I know more yet training. And a boy took that long through. And I see he was not even present at that training ground. So now assistant coach never friend say, but had a Dillard play. And when they approach him, I said time I know high school not to javelin. So the enemy man it me told at the end of was because now all the bases because of javelin and auto. And they sat down and said, hey, Sabranti bet me out to throw said, yeah, why don't we convert it to a chance to punish opponent? The Otona Robert Hood money rota some or money short cross mo ebe jina wa now call for hope because no to short cross ni hood any waters mono omo jina ho no mo pema omo pem ne hoden so no complement it with a Roy Lab.
Thank you.
So let's understand Arsenal. Team Ubia play to their strength. Ubia Odioye, when you look at Chelsea, you look at Jose, you look at Pep Guardiola, you look at Bayern Munich, Ubia about to seal the strength of his players. So let's allow Arsenal. So
Thank you.
corners number. Nipa no the corner na show there. The first way to stop it is to avoid conceding corners.
And
Omo,
like it was
no
almost said
concede
that.
corner.
Almost said that I know my bobo na bo bi na kokona.
And he also said that Pep own first conceded corner against Manchester United. United conceded 13 corners. Now when the team Mr. Two corner no team say now ja on concede 13 na. What do you expect him to do?
na when ja on kra obobo
Obo.
enti when
So
so was
born to
Who's John?
go post mo to be bobo me kokona. And you will pursue the about final 10.
Who's here be here say na.
About final 10 on through final 10 or then create corner.
So we that's it.
It's now stopping one middle. Now dominating one middle. Now on your few touches or final third or better than
possible.
You need teams to dominating opponent and prevent you from having more touches one more half.
When I stop moving from having
Captain, you be that's it.
In Abafie, yeah, Mr. Two. Now, wiki mo early there to House of Kotoko match at the Baba Sports Stadium. Mr. Two, the biggest fixture on our league calendar, and the Ope. Forget about where the no, a statement and be a camera. It doesn't matter position or mother, Mr. Two. It still remains the biggest fixture. I know. So, as it stands now, well, I want to about these two teams. I want to about these two teams. Let me put that way. I want to about these two teams. As it stands now, so House of Oak is on the 6th on the league ladder with 19 points. So it's 4 points separating them from the top. Kotoko 18th on the 7th position. 5 points separating from the top.
18 points.
18 points. And has won 19 points.
Now first and second for ball as one months and
so Wimbledon is on the
season 8 for Abba.
Wimbledon is on the paper on paper. One of that Gold Stars and Nations and that stuff on paper up on that top. But realistically, until I make answer, one more support these two teams. So there will be other matches with you. But this week,
we are seeing Monaco though.
I'm about Saturdays. Now we want yes. So I don't know yes I didn't know.
The first second.
It is because
red carpet.
It is because Kotokone has no. Mr. You describe the category A. You're liking this game to that of the national team. You're liking this game to that of a national team games. You know,
Okay.
The biggest fixture. The security, everything. Mr. Two, it was through a match. Now, Mr. Two, why the two teams now preparing? No, the problems are, I think the two coaches now face, especially House of Folk coach, and happy about it. And they 4 of their players. As I look at 4 our galaxies. House of Folk or 4 our galaxies, and they are playing a friendly match and Togo. Before I say what you remember, they are releasing players. No, I'm a players. No, I'm joining the team. No, hopefully on Friday. So the coach feels that it is not going to help them. But so what say I know canon because this is a national course, a national team. Ghana also a game, qualified game to play against Nigeria. Our what do you call it? The local Black Star, no Chan. The Oberwin, air qualified to play in the Chan. Somewhere by the end of the year or early next year. I think by the end of the year, right? And as I give no air course, Ghana also the 22nd. Yes, Ghana also air bought that game, no. So idea no here on my Ghana. So call to duty and players air call. The coaches fear and they say these players are almost an integral part of Omo team, no. And they will always want to have them now. Omo team abo one yamako. But so two teams now. leading to this game Kotoko ekobo aduana ko share 2-0 e wodoma was House of Folk e ball draw our cra to Nswatraman they've obume na wo anya different fortunes the game started Abra House of Folk no more struggle House of Folk after that Abamu strongly Kotoko started well and somewhere along the line Kotoko also further out no more so struggle so with the last 2 games at Kotoko bano and Omashe in a FA Cup game almost share 2-0 and almost share Adriana. So it seems like from Omode Bano, it's almost the same, even though House of Folk got 1 point ahead of Asante Kotoko. But it's almost the same. There's little to choose from the 2 teams. Leading to this game. So that is what is there for us. So a game Misoto, whoever wins this game will not the bragging right, you know.
Okay.
You see the point? Kotoko want to see say yes, of course, almost 2 games on my win 4 on your fluke. In fact, said they are picking almost pieces together.
Okay.
Almost Abanso back. Around that time on my point, you technical director. I think director Abeka Hua. And no, if you say compliment the effort of Coach Ogum. So Kotoko want to win that game. Ubekaya Coach Watara about 2-3 weeks ago. And a statical game with him. And the last one being a ball against Swatremaya. I'm for because be an Swatremaya bank crying. Prior to that game when Swatremaya bank no more lose one game be Akobo away. Konya draw. I was House of Folk. And the issue guys House of Folk. Coach can't want no. He was talking about Kotoko game. So he will not come to Kumasi. He will not come to Kumasi. Now, Kumasi, lose game, no. Now he wants to win that game. So with this at the background, no, and I hear what will happen. With this at the background, I hear say whether Asante Kotoko able to account for House of Folk last season, they have that at their mind. So 3 meetings that they met House of Folk, they don't come with them. Asante Kotoko, the last being the president, was it President Cap? Everybody on board. Send the end of the boy and season. So that Kotoko form, no. They are expecting to be able amongst the House of Folk.
Okay.
As against House of Folk, Watara, a team. Me can't say the team away. So to me, the team no into the top 4 of Ghana Premier League. I see a problem because of where we pick players in free. One was against one where not some catch House of Folk. The kind of team and person building. Eventually, Mizoto, for what reason I don't know. Now, as on one eating own ways, now Oko back, now picking players from lower divisions. Now, a team no. So, that young team, Mizoto, they are delight to watch. So, House of Folk team, no, say, Obu decided some more game, not some game bar, Mizoto, you will enjoy them. I know, say, no more problem, I don't more kakra has to do with the upfront. And I think, the 2 teams, I need that sharp upfront. I was expecting say they see Nim Kotoko has no more and no more into this game. So how we want to avoid that 4th defeat against Asante Kotoko? They feel that some years na ma obumi no Kotoko meeting no omo ya da Asante Kotoko for. And Kotoko want to win to ensure say omo form no because to really they are on form and they are ready to prosecute the league. With the technical director on board and those all this put together. So a game so as the league week in the air course no you better home same baby. But I think say the coaches must tone down to wait for
game specifically a boarding tina make ancho no. Coming kind. First one say the occur say Siasi and Oben no Samuel or say okay ni congrats to Ubed and Captain Siasia. Their party has whipped Zakito and your party from and no Obian Kofi.
Mamina say
Kofi Atakra Jabase. I was expecting Captain to be in white.
Today?
Victory. Kofi Atakra Jaba. Obianko is Mr. Patrick. Kindly find some ropes and tie his hands. Now you go finger someone. Obiago, this has come and win Kumasi dia and yeah.
Okay.
No. Meaning baby or being free ban or pay there, but you want to sound political.
Medomasi.
Just had an answer Mamin call a year.
Oh, no, Kasana. One
them say
one kind
the audio bar and
Maybe a nationalist.
if you reacting responding to messages.
Oh, okay.
Say a man for trauma that we know.
That's an exceptional cases.
Into bed unimum
We
ran.
didn't call that.
Zach, okay.
What excuse
Now message and convenience go for the camera.
I don't mean that's
Mango can't say. But I'm running a muso. You can't message not near to it. Next time to be back. And once you sleep under the carpet. I'll be unim no cacao.
Oh, also a cafe from no. Or make
Yeah, we are family members who you want.
That get you.
So I think
It was a long night for Ben after your tour banny 5 o'clock. No, you could clearly see so Ben was struggling.
Ex or the
Brad Kwabena wise boy say Kotoko is winning hands down. All right.
So ahead of game, no me say game na.
What do you blow?
Game
na what of form? What blow one?
The atmosphere for the game na am say everybody up on Sunday. Na am say two teams ni nyina no. Unse game we want na ade ba ko am nyimfiri mu ye na yekọ hwem and ho de am ntimi nyimfiri mu. O so mu hwem de betimi esi na mo nam we mpaebo ne aha shafa no de o mu ntimi nyimfirim na am se asat na no pe de am se amframa no bebi abobo fa no ntama ya no pe na asat na no pe no utie o mu mienu nyina na amframa no enye de mfa man kranfo no nta se o mu ni abere papa ya amframa no enye na it's so asat na no pe na amframa nya nem enye de mfa mo eti bati
enye de ma hwa mo
na enye de mfa man kranfo no amframa no ya utie o say dey ay ko bebia no e fa bebia na ya hwede ya omuya no sunsun mu no nti na so omuni abre papa omuni abre omo so emiem sane be ya omo se nkugo pa de e nya de omo Facebook ma sia nti na omo so omuni abre ye pa. Now you see there's one thing about this fixture so too if you say for the first time and when America say you can wait market when no bobe 10 players you know say they will start for Kotoko, you know say they will start for House of Folk na me Sunday and Tom Found. And I think say it's something that Watara of why unim say uketo ani no bi umpa this team this any injury na any yellow card this team will play the back four is intact. That boy runs for the and then any Amufa Asibi goalkeeper Benjamin if any say Asare Collinson and Murford just say Salim just say you can just make back to body slant up no be use Namadma Sunday on Kotoko side and so obi anim say with kwanya of fast wa or the Blake ball Adriana Stars no Blake will come in the Murford alongside in team Babaya then na Abet Amonso any Saka moon LED attack no it's a game that the excitement is burden up. Now, media on Namadma on Sunday, based on how these teams have played, Mempese Namadma Sunday, but team coach the different no because one this is in Osha's game now. At least on the ball to form a ball. Something that Watara is trying to instill in the Haas team. So yeah, the ball 2 on a ball. Now if you Kotoko against Aduana Stars and some of the games that they played. Obi and him said, "I find it Ogun."
Man, just not kind of you. What's it said the water about man in Cosasan? And I'm in a man to us.
And Simon Petem today.
About her opponent and also job from North Sun.
No, we say, we want to see good game. We say, hard games, you know. We say, recently, look, team see your big match, you do, bim. Then we leave there very disappointed. Yes, so be the born Nancy, ya sure, mono. Want to see that kind of football on Sunday or Babayara. And I know, say, the pitch, even though school, I know, you 2 weeks, but if you this now, but demono, I'm sure, say, anything for no would have, they will get water on the pitch and good for that game on Sunday. It is I like that with you. Said na wake I said it says I know say the essence of surplus or more galaxies no. Eddie ebe ha drink a crab who be pro team. Eddie about such a big game. Now we can no benya player no just one day pen the train ebe ha dwene. And plus on na unions key guys team tin na mu. Okay. Nti ebe ha dwene. Ebi akotoko side na say entwidie na say coach man start. Nti bia asare nso coach man start nti ha dwene. But I bet Amwa, a key guy. So on the show goes no makotoko. He's not around. Until be about just one day training now.
But so many baba.
Baba said I'm about match in there. Stefan said by tomorrow or more Ghana. Na
to good Tom one time going to some young bit just 2-3 hours.
I don't know time now match in
don't meet my join your teams by time you may.
About Chanyu Benadi train on Friday then Sunday. No.
So they can join them and train with them on Friday before. So hard so about Friday he can join them unless if you are about some one time and no young gun. So much is hard about Thursday. Na Friday so. And I say Saturday. I don't want yama.
It's I think 19 and 18. So points on we were 18 and a half or 19. It's whoever wins this game, you know, at least close up the gap or top one. And you know, the teams win one thing that teams to take away from our league is if these two teams are performing, am I league here? Excited. Okay. So the any bibia ba league if these twins are performing. So more money and now the discussion style be. It's good say at least 18, 19, even though some more 7th and 8th position and more on the league log, you know. 6 and 7th. 6 and 7th on the league log. It's whoever wins this game, you know, will get the brag rights. And Nancy has got a corner she has and I want to do too much, you know. They want to come in and change the narrative of Babayara.
My mama asked me no better, but Alexua say Fabulous still the best. Kotoko 3 hearts 1. Alexua kill unpredicted that. That's what we be in your prediction. I did quite down. Alas, Bemka can
yeah, can say you crew my match today. Na yeba no e bia me ka se e bia se adwuma eti ayeye sinema se ye di e bia di kan ye bi
sa adwuma bia
ya ti enso sa ne enso
tentrede
sa ne ti ku yesu sa ne ye bokola na ko ti ya ngongongo
nga
ngongongo clock akwala be de no apie su bo na ne ye penti no do afi de je na de chi se tire boaten
ngwa ya ngongongo GBC
bo siam ponzamu ya ko tempo machi ni etie woda wodin no tie no na
na entro entro do bet entro nye abrofo be o na program o
as a Friday
entro
Friday we are no more
over entry
1 o'clock no more eti
entro dem na say as a grant
entry
o ma do na nkoko sa ni ma so ko ya ngungun ya be because that's also we say di onim ni ta
o ya ngungun do onim
onim ta no mo ye o ga so check ta no mo ye ngungun o ti ye
abas with you ya ko
ntino ye no nti ya so ya ba ba to a ye so ye to ball so na pese me chire ti se ne ye bo big match say ya o se ye ko empanifo na so se na nakuto Director Isaka Alhaji Abu nwa kwa director dem na no Alhaji Abu ni na go to na da taisa kana isu frame na no pay ya Dr. Sampini so akotra
professor
zire
to Canada
and
then the family
na akotra na zire ya drama for so to on kaya no ti afrefo mu nyina benefo nyina se nyina moa na matimi ko yie ti e be say Saturday be shia wase obi an try so be bawo se de ya wona mabontia na godoko ahwemo ache na godoko abomo ache ye hold kotoko 9 years 9 good years.
Samre sana no muka.
Sana but
and then asesa.
Omundru ba bia. Na je se ni etimi wo mu na na edane. But how to fo ye be sa back. Na ya kwa chere se kotoko se ye ni pani. Enti china no mu hia nya omunye ne ma gojae. Na me aduma Sunday ye ba se de be ya ne ma be koso. Etu supporters ni na mama adunu koso se de be ya house of folk. Ye be tuma be carry the day.
For no. I'm say since I got to start to say almost has Nancy. Or maybe almost home fire. It's over each other by Amba. Home farming it. I didn't. Are you, Mamma? Are you, Mamma? Are you, Mamma? Are you? Oh, brother, you now. I say, are you battle Casa and say Casa good microphone?
Nancy Abbas, yes, Kotoko, or Mammy Hun Tommy get you, yes, has, or Mammy Hun Tommy. And I met in Casa Timbio, Casa, and then Miss Babetun was in.
I was on Fahobium, or Fabag door. I never, I'll fix you. Maybe I'm a Mary Auntie now, who's know a big jamming chain. As a house, I. Okay. About so ranting and ranting, I'm not getting some Kosovo. I'll be a messenger and Kosovo. I will go you are Kosovo. And the phone you might catch your supporters and say, March net down and say, Kotokoya or Musian, Oba League in the Musian. Yazum Kobu, and Yan Yabesio. I'm home. To support us in Nanshan, so near now call out. I see this evidence will be answered. Almost saying, oh, yeah, almost saying. Because you see, yeah, was from Waffle. It is a buzzy buffet to me, and now walk to baby. Oh, I was your cat, won't go. When you won't crew no more baby. It's your supporters in the country. Let us have about the best about Hobium. Obed. Yentiwe na very much. So we with small boy like third born right birthday I know buy 2 years until everything to be am born again. Obey mama. On your mama. Oh third born. Now man is only saying 3. And that's all last born. Dabi, yeah the I know the chato. Yeah, third born. And your last born. Ah, o casa that's where we no. Ah, o last. And we be money. Last you chato. No chato. How do you third born? I want to chato. Third born on your last born. About so be pronounce way. This is Jaiko. For now don't last.
About so no okay saying.
Oh 4 years.
I said after 4 years no now. Then you mama identity na hon for bin ka.
Na dey say awo nimo mo di tin ya wo. Ah, Obed ba. Na ga say o ma mo
identity na no for bin ka ho.
Na say no bi ma yetu obi dey ete.
Mu be mere no, o de bi be ka ho.
National listener kasa no.
Me just say dey wonya na say do no atu yi. Neto yi ba.
4 years ago no 5 maybe.
Neto yi ba.
4 years no no mo.
Me just say awonya ni memunde. Awonya ni memunde yengo.
Onipa bra ho ko fe ni memunde.
Na China go for my one. Eni memo de ho kwa brochire na economy papa no mo want to. Eja award de memfa nko economy. Taste. Debi. They wanted to cut population. Ahonya dinda. Kwa brochire ko hwe American go for one no maja bi kura so mu biem award na nya sebi nya ya for man also nje ndem ma mfa nko we dem dem mo de ba na anya yi amfa mfa ba bi foforo
Abbas na ot
ejuma wura my 3 na na ko am na ye my 20 mfa ba bi foforo
The issue of coaches not complaining about players what Galaxy is a very complicated issue, Kaka. Yeah, some of the coaches or many players for just a day, 1 day training session. Not that they can play any bubble.
The fact of the matter is that it is not complicated. And here for no one they will be there. Say in 2024, me play a mafana me tianeka. Yes, we have tournament in some months' time. World Cup, Ukraine World Cup. Yeah, qua. Send them go for release your own players for their national teams. So it's not the best thing to do.
I'm saying complicated.
Complicated, I say they are normal.
They be complicated.
Imagine, say.
It can't be a complicated and just say
no, it's just you are accepting that it is an issue. I'm saying that it's a non-issue. And you can't say see.
But see.
So why should we allow it to happen?
I think I'm not complicated. That's the way.
Okay, I don't understand it from that angle.
Complicated because so check it time yeah they boy league. A bad day see a bit me release players no for 14 weeks. Now stop your league in about
14 days.
14 days. Now stop your league in about for them to prepare for the game against Nigeria. That one will be difficult.
Say about for 14 days, Ben.
So normally by 2 weeks time there we can release players 2 weeks for the coach.
There are rules in our books.
What is international?
There are rules in our books. It's not like I say. Emran say titibesine when you have 3 or more in any of the junior national teams, we go ahead and play. Also, are you not aware of that rule? Senior team A, your number be was that. But I'm the tournament I you register a player to help you in the league. Kotoko enhance, that is the best you can get. Yes, we bring a player on a day. Today, coaches are being sacked here and there.
Which is true.
Until you don't keep go for players, near job 1 day. Near job, they are in preparation.
No, so that is what I'm saying is a complicated issue. The whole canal is on the right angle. Obi Baba Bobo, now 1 day. And Milton, in this case, when you're Kotoko has in India, no. Clubs like Nations FC, Golden City, Brecum Chelsea, Babiani Gold Stars. Players need to do Thursday, now some more on Saturday. It means that some of the clubs will even be traveling on Friday. The player never be doing it.
I couldn't do it your man.
Into be to quite Friday. That means a possible sense of player and impono. Oh, nyanem fani nye training. Into on the side of the clubs, they have a legitimate case. Yes, yeah, but the side of the national team, only complicated. Na me ba. Into the club ne side na say. Matches are being played on Saturday. This weekend about Saturday. Na Kotkone has about Sunday. Players ne ba be duru ebi aya wada no ka no ba be duru Ghana. Ya wada ne bi e ba be ja omo so omo nko omo class. Tinipa na oba bi ani afi na oba. Or Sama Boy afi na oko Sama Boy. For instance, Isaac Afo. Samates left back ne count. Nti oba ko duru bi efiada. To wa ko duru efiada na imagine Samates e be sia ba be chema ba be ba. Na se Samates wunya the player to train. Into on the side of the clubs, it's a big issue. But on the side of the national team, no. Swa Stadium, so they started with 35 players. Even before 35, no. Of first group, now almost 30. Not for another group, now almost 30. Clearly, Coach Didi Dramani also feels that players, no, you will need time to observe them. No, as one so. Mr. Towe say, the list will go to 25. The list will come down to 25. It's at 25, no. And on the they qualify against Nigeria. On this one, they say, see, and who a fail of the players. Now, preoccupy or started so afraid 25 where maybe I know wrong. Some of the players can be doing well in their club side, but maybe on the side, no, they are no pay so the best team no onya. In Tiakwa, 2 sides of the conversation. There's the club side and there's the national team side.
But I have a different opinion.
We cannot break them. You mean say you're from this week into your breaking league, no? And no, now fast answer and say we in there. So we are in a very tight corner. We are in a very tight corner. Clubs, no too. Whilst the technical team members are complaining, the administrators because almost want to say if they are players, I mean to be a blasters proper anchor, but when you local blasters the market value of the player goes up. And too, I am telling you that there are some of the club administrators who are lobbying. I don't want lobby for their players to be called. Until less than a crab banam to tour, if you buy a film no, and your administrators think none a mode. If you want to say there be or call galaxies with chat pictures, or they can't play any profile because your class will have. They want national team players. It's so to me, I give them a player no, only the senior national team. But the local one, no, I had the best players in the league. No more.
I have a different opinion. You better trust. So why do you go 35 and 35 and come to 25?
March no.
Is it not laziness?
No, March never and reduce.
March never goes to go see that no. March never goes to Yamia Admako said over by a sports stadium. And some of you can coach be able to with their excuse. Told him that.
Oh, they don't even find the excuse. See, Afro be a DB.
Obi no between their excuse. And on the match, no, Huma Doctor Ogum Jawatara.
I didn't.
Watara between Lusu, every kind, Aqua to an Jumaso.
And now Ogum there won't do
it.
Ah,
as I'm not going to make a journal.
The Chemu because we are now, oh, Philip,
Watara between every kind, every few Kumasi. Ewa Bra Yasheno. I couldn't kind. Say Juado Benado.
Ogum so bit my Kumasi at 200 Jumaso.
Menka say Makote Sakotoko management are taking
chances.
But the best I'm trying say one of the last watch I got to last 5 league games. Or more we only one. Last 5
Chana technical director and my.
Oh, yeah, technical director some.
You have solved problem.
And yet technical director some near Canoa Hano pay no.
You have solved problem.
Debbie, yet technical director some. In his last 5, Mizoto way games Nibia. We coach near show, especially a coach na has Beshawa. Obia niwa or care about Obona Koboy against Adriana no. Mizoto something Obia no care about 2-0 Adriana. My real soon fi say league here boy open one teamer the home performance enya kura kotokoka ho ana wo hwe
chana enye kumase
nti ena meka cho say oboase na enye home ena kumase ye home na defeat ba ebe problem na Dr. Ogum nti match we so then the last guso beni say ochina eni fiada na memeda you bring your time a red 2 teams. Masha has games kakra this season. Because Masha more Kotoko games than has games because maybe I'm a one. Access of getting chance to watch Kotoko games was slow. Chain has there. Oh, someone also Kotoko match crana. Not that I be a house, but near show has the Bauti Stadium. It's a very difficult so be me.
But these are different times.
Oh, Yenina.
Most of them.
Especially as a house square where na kotoko buhuma because I got to call boss no omu games on boy most of them on a Sunday and no more under for like house square with so Ghana has a away game apart from Babayara and they be a boy bit can say born under for light the Kenyan I just so and I be a tamale the Kenyan I just open a wiem nti ya call boss and your man queen who mama Yabekuma say a sebest at your house abeshe. No, but I don't know American.
So the one has they say you venue coach you.
Eh,
and I intend you. And I'll be back. A coach was sacked after Kotoko house. I am so intense. And see, say our normal fans and supporters and I'm on pay.
My way, you. Game near gamer. Meaning say Dr. Ogum ebe taking it seriously. Say the makers like a show 2 teams in no. My hair has weakness, almost strength. Kotoko weakness, almost strength. And then Besame Kaka Krebi one has weakness bako. Which is their fullbacks. We are one gamer. Sa Nigeria ni no Kotoko never say. Basi or your fit as on Manabobi. He has to play. They will need somebody who best stretch has full backs.
They don't foul.
What say?
They don't foul.
Omo here will be best stretch has full backs no. So to sort the match na say.
Vini Mbappe no.
Vini. It's 1 a year and the mechanic. Nyame admo nyame ya admo china ye ba mzoto ye be wura mu ye then ya hwekọ to weakness ba bi a house for so no watara so
Time nazo.
Small boy na friend sani no.
Aba zo ba ni. Where does that go to ni?
Make sure the importance of Sani Mohammed to a Sunday game no. Make sure the entire house be here sa boy no. Sani no mo game ni. Na me ya ma ko se da. Baba no go weakness ni mo ngale. Onanya bi na me dey.
No news for ya be. News for ya be. News for ya ba so one. Yeah, there's the news at all.